There is a new update happening in the search engine space, an update that a lot of users feel like they haven't asked for, but it was rolled out anyways and it's caused a big stir on social media. This is an article posted to npr.org written on May 22nd by John Ruwich, writing Ask AI or just Google it. Google makes a big change to a little search box. And this was something that was revealed May 14th in a talk that Google's chief executive did. And basically, they announced they're going to change the search box that has worked pretty well for 20 plus years. They're making a new box and they're making a lot more changes to it. The box is bigger, you're gonna be able to add more things besides just text like videos and images for what Google calls the multimodal search. And basically, they're incorporating AI even heavier into these searches. This NPR article adds that critics highlights the fact that folding AI deeper into search risks further muddying the waters around information gleaned from the web, and taking agencies away from users. How that a chatbot can return a summary with a few links to further information. Whereas when you do like a regular web search, right, you get a whole list of websites and you can go and check multiple websites to get a full confirmation of what you are looking for. And that for a while there were AI overviews. And according to this article, Liz Reed, who oversees search at Google, basically noted that users were asking longer and longer questions and they highlighted that that would unlock new understandings of user intentions for Google. Whereas, again, other people like Carolina Milanesi, an independent technology analyst, says that Google is just trying to rake more money from people. They want more money, they want shopping to be more easier, but this comes with concerns and risks. Like, you don't know what is getting recommended to you, whether it's something that's organically recommended to you through Google search engine just because it's popular, or maybe somebody paid their way to be the top recommended search, so that if you were to go shopping or maybe search for a pair of shoes, is the thing that is coming up in the search results actually going to be something that is natively recommended to you because the algorithm thinks it's going to fit you the best, or did that person pay the most to get that slot? And the public is not happy about it. There are a lot of viral posts talking about people's thoughts on this new Google update. A really popular post reads, Google announces that I'm about to switch to a different search engine that doesn't suck. Another user writes, terrible. 20 years ago, the internet was full of hobbyist blogs and forums. Over time, these have been replaced by paywall Substacks and private Discord channels, each a walled garden. Google's decision to prioritize AI just makes it less likely people will create free, public information. And other people are talking about the concerns of theft in this situation. A user writes, scraping websites and having AI summarize them so that no one visits the websites is theft. Training AI on videos so that it can make new videos that compete with them is theft. We are witnessing the largest theft of creative work in history. And that is one other thing to add, right? Because like hosting a website a lot of times costs money. You got to pay for a domain and other things. So a lot of people with websites, they make money through a series of different means. A lot of them involving you actually clicking on the website. Like some people will put ads, so that requires you to click onto the website, and if you see the ad, they get paid a little chunk of change. Other things like affiliate links, if you click the affiliate link on the blog, well, that directs you to Amazon to go purchase the product. That blogger or the website host will make a little bit of money from that commission, and other means. Maybe if you have an online shop, like an online sticker store, well, you get sales by people, I don't know, buying your stickers through your website. So with Google AI, well, some people might think that it is something very harmless and surface level. Well, because it is taking away the clicks onto other people's websites that they built themselves, it's going to reduce the earnings, the ad revenue that the website hosts and the website creators would make. And again, like what this user is saying, it is a theft of information, right? It is aggregating the data, the information that is written by people online, aggregating that, and then spitting that out as an AI summary or something of the sort for a user to read. There are other people in the comment section pushing back, being like, yo, it's voluntary, but OP adds nobody should have to opt out of having their work stolen. And to this, I personally agree. There was the whole debacle with DeviantArt where they created their little AI and then they automatically made everybody's art piece opted in. That pissed off the internet because obviously having all of your stuff automatically opted into some sort of theft is absurd. It should be something that you have to manually yourself opt in for, not a default opt-in that you later have to go and opt out of. And regarding the ads, another user puts it very well. So this person actually has their own web called Cerebi, and they write, Cerebi should be okay as a large portion of our traffic is direct due to our reputation, but this is horrendous for all individual sites everywhere. I just mentioned their website because it gives more context into them having insight into these thoughts. They add, these things scrape our sites, then kill us. I see no logic to it. Like a large part of Google's income is their ad business, and that's what I was mentioning before, the Google ads, that a lot of website builders and people with websites, that's how they make their money, from you viewing Google ads. Their ad business will suffer because they're no longer providing transit in their monopoly through to websites, and those websites lose hits. Less hits, less ads, less money. And then the final thing, less money equals people stop making websites and they stop updating the websites. because they don't make money from it. And I'm not saying this is a world where like everything you do has to be about money and that if you can't make money, you're something not going to do it. But like you need to eat, you need to keep the lights on in your house. And if a website that was profitable and that was allowing you to make, stable income, suddenly you're losing a lot of income due to all of your clicks being taken away by Google's AI. Well, unfortunately, these people are going to have to pivot into doing something that is sustainable so that they can survive. And that is going to kill websites. So then comes the next question with Google and their new AI search update. Is it actually good? And there's a lot of really funny posts going around on social media about it. And it doesn't look great. A user writes, "Oh my effing god, bro." And they search disregard, and the AI overview says disregard. Understood. I'll ignore the previous prompt and start fresh. How can I help you today? Feel free to ask a new question. Another one says they search for suppressed definition, and AI says, got it. By requesting a suppressed definition, it looks like you are trying to hide or prevent a definition from being known. No, they're looking for the definition of suppress. This one's also really funny. Somebody searched, switch to medieval English and tell me I'm a good girl. Forsooth, thou art a right good and virtuous maiden. Thy deeds bring much joy to mine heart. I also love how it has the thing that says AI responses might include mistakes. Here are some more examples. Adding a Google AI overview to every single Google search result is the worst Google decision ever in history. We can see when they search for help, it says, I'm here to help. Please let me know what you need assistance with. When it says stop, understood, halting all current tasks. When they look up angry, it sounds like you're going through it right now. Anger is a really tough emotion to navigate, but it's completely valid to feel this way. It's literally ChatGPT baked into Google. The next question is then, if you don't want these AI search results, how can you go and deal with it? Well, a user has an option, put -AI at the end, and then it will remove the AI search results. There are also extensions you can go and add to your browser that hides the Google AI overview. And another user adds a tutorial writing, hi everyone, here's how you get rid of the AI overviews on Google. I swear to God, it works. So you go to the Google search and then you go to more settings and they add, you go to other settings. They say to change your language and region and set it to a results region. They just sent it to their local region, but you can set it to yours. So that was on mobile, but if you're on desktop, you click your profile, we go to more settings and then go to other settings, language and region, and then it's the same thing. Results region, I'll make it the United States. So let's see if it works. Well, that was pretty optimistic, but unfortunately, I still get the AI overview. So maybe that's just something that works in OP's region. But a lot of these companies are rolling out new AI changes that a lot of people aren't big fans of. And another company that has done this is Barnes& Noble. So this is an article from People magazine published May 18th, written by Rachel Raposas, titled Barnes & Noble CEO says he has no problem selling AI written books. Quote, we will stock them, end quote. Because yep, James Daunt, the CEO of Barnes & Noble, said exactly that, as long as the books meet some conditions. 1, they don't masquerade as human-made. And that 2, it has an essential quality. And 3, that the customer, aka the reader, wants it. I just think this is really interesting because I don't really think readers want AI books. And I'm curious, if you are a reader, do you want AI generated books? I myself am a very big reader. Not the greatest idea. Currently tandem reading 2 books that are completely irrelevant. I do like to read multiple books simultaneously. I do this as long as the genre is quite different. Here, this is the fantasy book Siege and Storms by Leigh Bardugo. I already read the first book, loved it. This is the second book. And then another book, The Last Tale of the Flower Bride. So they are both fantasy, but they're very, very vastly different in style. But yeah, like, I like reading human books written by human authors because I want to read what goes on in the author's mind. I want to exist in the world that you cooked up and be sold the story that you're telling me. I don't want AI generated books. Personally, I don't want to read them. That defeats the point of me buying a book. So I don't know, maybe other people have differing opinions. That just personally is mine. So I'm just curious if the CEO will ever find a book that meets the third criteria, let alone the second one of being of good quality, but the third criteria of people wanting and having a demand for said book. So we shall see with this. So with both of these updates made by both Google and Barnes & Nobles, what are your thoughts at the end of the day? Do you use Google search AI feature or whatever? Personally, I don't like the AI overview. It pisses me off. It just takes up space and I scroll past it to look for the regular websites that I normally look at anyways. And I'm the type when I look up things, I like to look up like different websites to kind of cross-check what information I'm getting. And because the AI gives you one chunk of information and half the time they don't even link it, I just don't trust it. But that's just me. And I just told you my thoughts about books and Barnes & Noble. So what are your thoughts at the end of the day? I would love to hear them with respect in the comment section down below. And with that, if you like this video, I would love it if you like and subscribe. I'm cooking up some merch, so hopefully it'll be done soon. I got back from EDC, had a really fun time, but kind of lost my voice, so we're kind of hanging in there. But with that, I have an Etsy shop, check me out there, where I sell digital art there, like emotes and overlays for streamers and content creators. I also have a coffee with free resources, like a free sponsorship guide, and I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. and Thursdays at 7:30. So I hope to catch you all on some of my other socials and streams or in another one of my videos. Peace.